Hey everyone, I'm here with little man Elliot. We just traveled a bit to another city to look at a travel trailer. Now, I have a budget, which isn't much, and I have checked everywhere for months looking for a travel trailer that would be small enough to be pulled by this car and in my price range and under the pounds that I needed it. And I have not been successful. You know what? Why not get like a beater fixer-upper thing, vintage-esque. It's not going to have all the bells and whistles. It's not going to be pretty. But it will be fun. It'll be a great summer project to kind of fix up. But with school being not full-time this year, we may have some opportunities to do some road trips and kind of travel around and maybe camp. But I want to do it self-contained because I don't know, what it's going to be like out there. So this might be our only option. And I'm here and I'm going to go take a look at it. And so we're back. We were there for like a couple of hours just hanging out and chatting and learning about a lot of different stuff. Really cool guy, interesting place that he lives at. He was actually he's retired, but he was a bass player for a kind of a cool band, and his whole family are like artists and musicians and a scientist and like this 14-year-old daughter who's in college. It was just like really cool experience. But I knew kind of like within 5 minutes that I wanted to buy it, and he had 2 other buyers coming, and so I had to like pull the cash out and just get it done. And so I actually heard him get on the phone with his wife and say, she's already bought it, call them up and tell them not to come. And the price was really great. I got this for $3,500. Now, if you're in another part of the country, that might not seem like a deal or a steal to you. But right now where I live, I'm in California, things are very expensive. And with COVID, you cannot find a 17-foot trailer at all. They're just like in short supply. Okay, so here we go. Here's the front. Let me see if I can give you a wider shot. And sorry for all the noise in the background. So this is what it looks like. It's a 17-foot trailer. It's pulled by hitch, and I'm just going to go around the side here so you can see. I'm parked under a tree, so it's pretty filthy. But it seems to be in good shape. I only found one dent, and I just opened up the windows to let some air in there. And those are some really cool, like, aluminum windows. And I just popped this little guy open just to get some air, and the windows are louvered. And down here is the propane. This awning is missing some hardware, so I'll have to fix that. And let's go down here. Everything seems to work fine. There is a crack in this glass, and I'm not sure if we can have it fixed or not, but if not, I might do something creative with some decal or something. I don't know. And here is the big dent. It looks like it was repaired with a lot of epoxy. Here's some more louvered windows, and we're back at the door. And let's go inside. It's got a little screen. The screen does not have a handle. There's this crazy little green carpet. And this 1970s paneling, which is really, it's not wood, it's some kind of pressed wood with like a veneer or a laminate on it. Well, I'm lying, that looks like it might be wood. No, that's probably not. But it's got some storage. It's got actually quite a lot of storage. A little bathroom door. And they've painted the bathroom pink. And there is a chemical toilet. And a little window. So that's something that, you have to buy chemicals for. I don't know, I think it's cool. And this is the refrigerator, nice avocado green. And it is not electric. It's actually kept cool by ice. So it's basically a big thermos. And it's in great shape. I don't see any leaks. It's really cold in there considering that, it's not cooled by electricity. More storage down there. More storage all across here. Here is this little itty bitty sink with faucet. And it looks like somebody installed, I'm not sure, but there might be like a water purifier in here somewhere. I'll have to check it out. This is the original wallpaper. It does have some damage, so I don't know if I'm going to keep it. If I can get that off, I might keep it because I think I'm just going to try to put it back to the way it originally was. These are the cabinets, more pinup girls. It looks like somebody took the time and the effort to paint this a nice pewter, and they painted this brown over that stuff. Here's an interesting feature. This is actually a propane lantern with that little mantle in there that you turn on the propane and light. I can't imagine that is super safe, you know, at night. So that I might just, it's really cool element. I might keep it there, but I don't think I would actually use that. And then here, the stove actually has this vent, which is really awesome. And the stove is super cute. It's in really great shape. And it's got an oven. I mean, it's big enough to put a turkey in if you want to. And they hung something there decoratively. And it looks like they painted stuff pink. And when I picked it up, she had beautiful pink lace curtains all over here. And I knew that I wasn't going to keep them, so I offered them back to her in case she wanted to use them for something else. I hope I did not offend her in any way. Up here is this crazy thing here. It could be a bunk bed for a kid, and it also folds up, so if you don't want to use it as a bunk bed, you can use it for storage. And down here that's the original upholstery. This pulls out into a full-size bed. You just pull this down forward and those cushions collapse and it turns into a bed. Can't imagine it's super comfortable, but it's kind of big, and it's like 6 feet 3 inches wide, so a tall person can sleep there. Again, all these windows are really cool. I think she put those curtain rods up. Not sure if I'm going to keep them or not. It seems practical to keep them for privacy. I just have to think about what I'm going to do. More storage. There is just a lot of storage. And then we have this little situation. They covered the upholstery, the original upholstery, with this pretty pink fabric. I took it apart at some place over here, and it is under there is all the original cushions, and they're in really good shape. So I think I may expose that if we're going to tear that out. And it's got this little Formica table here in this kind of interesting gold color. The countertop, let me swing over there. The countertop is that same color. You know, it's interesting. And this is kind of cool. I don't know if anybody has these in their house anymore, but I can't open it. But it's a cutting board that turns into a drawer. I remember that from being a kid. And then this is where all the silverware goes. That's kind of cool. And then under the sink storage. And that plug down there, I don't know what it goes to. I'm just going to have to research it. I'm guessing this linoleum was put in maybe 20 years ago. And they threw in this vintage thermos ice chest, which I think is kind of cool. And there is electricity, but you have to tap into it using shore power, which means that I have to get some adapters. Then I can hook it up to the house so that we can have some light out here while we're working. The cushions under here. So maybe you can get an idea. It's that same kind of 70s plaid. So I feel bad because she must have gone through a lot of work covering all of that. And they did have kids, so she actually did me a favor by protecting everything. She did a lot of hard work in here. But with every owner comes a new vision. And I know a lot of people would be excited to maybe, you know, do something really fun and funky. And I think what we're going to do is mostly, probably upsettingly to people, as we might restore it back to its 1970s glory with, I don't know, we'll see. But I'm pretty excited. It was a good deal, and we're going to have a lot of fun in here. But for me right now, the fun is just, this is the fun part, and that's making it ours. And we're going to get started. We're going to have some lunch, and then we're just going to come out here and get to work. All right, we'll see you soon.